Welcome to the Come Join the High Life podcast, home of the hustlers, the innovators, the gifted, and the honorable, where we stay high on love, high on impact, high on faith, and high on energy. So if that sounds like you or what you represent, you're definitely in the right place. Welcome to the Come Join the High Life podcast. Hello, what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy, Mr. High Life Films. And we are here on another episode of the Come Join the High Life podcast. Hope everybody is having an amazing day on purpose. So today I got a special treat for you guys. This episode is dedicated to the hustlers. I'm gonna dedicate this one to the hustlers. No people that want to get out here and go get it by any means necessary. You feel me? So I brought one of my good friends that represents the H in high life, the hustler, because he get out here and get it. He's been getting it for a long time. He out here teaching people how to get it as well. He has a book, and he's just a wealth of knowledge. So with no further ado, I want to bring up my guy, Dee Mathis. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? Everything's good over here, man.
Yes, sir.
Straight like that. Yeah, having a great day. Let's go.
Welcome, bro. Welcome. I like that jersey, man. That bit clean now.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man. You know I'm outside.
Yes, sir. You in the A, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I've been here since '91.
Okay. So for all my listeners now, tell us who you are, what you do.
All right, my name is Dee Mathis, the owner of Shoe Solution 6. I help adults make more money by teaching them how to buy and sell new and used products. So I have a book I just written, Unlocking the Secrets of Storage Flipping. I dropped it last year. I'll definitely go grab that from Amazon. And let's get into this podcast, man. I'm ready for the smoke.
So storage flipping. So what made you want to get into storage flipping? Why instead of anything else?
Okay. So with storage flipping, what happened was at the time I had a lawn care service, right? Now you got to go back 20 years since I had a W-2. I done did some of everything as far as working for myself. And at the time I had this lawn care business and I was putting away my lawn care equipment at a storage facility. I look over my shoulder and there's like 20 people walking by. I'm like, at a storage unit. White people, black people. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm being nosy. I go to the front. I say, hey, what's up with the people walking by or whatever? They said, oh, that's an auction that's going on. I said, when is the next one? They said, oh, next month we'll have one. Next month I was there. This was in 2010. Since then, I've bought so many units. I done brought other people in the game over the course of years. Some people done, sold stuff out their basement. I had, it was going down right over the course of years, and I had other things that was making me money, right? And I got into selling shoes, and then I got known for like the shoe man, right? The name of my company right now, still on Instagram, is called Shoe Solution 6, right? I probably have sold just thousands of shoes, right? Man, I can't even imagine how many pairs of shoes I didn't sold. But with the storage unit flipping, what I found out is that when you hustling, you got to keep it fun. You got to keep it interesting. You get burnt out. You get bored after a product for so long, right? And with the storage unit game, you always finding something different. It's always something cool. It's always something interesting, right? You find the jewelry and it's like, okay, how much of it's real gold is all fake gold or what? It's like a little dopamine hit. Like, oh, okay, this is it right here. I'm gonna retire on today, yeah. And I'm all about just having a good time, right? So that's why I like the storage unit game. The industry is all over America. A lot of people think because they've seen the show Storage Wars, it's only in California. What I'm telling you is California is everywhere, from Brooklyn to Texas to Florida, and now they online. So while you at work, you can be bidding online, win you a unit, go snatch that unit when you get off of work or on the weekend, and just sell the stuff at your will when you got time, like a little hustle. That way you make sure you get a chance to go to Ruth Chris sometime. You feel me? Or you get a chance to go on vacation sometime. Don't be a person like I was years ago. You just paying bills, and you ain't having no fun. Don't do that. Yeah. I did that for you already. Stop doing that.
But so I think we both could write a book about that, boy, because I definitely was out there. I made a lot of money doing some getting out in the streets, and I look around like, where did it go? I don't know. I just go back and get some more.
Yeah, go back and get some more.
So the storage flipping game, when you first got into it, what were some like the biggest challenges that you faced when you first got into the game?
Oh man. I don't know if you ever heard of this brand, right? It's called Do It Ugly. And that's what I was doing. When I first started, I didn't even have a truck. I didn't have no trailer. I didn't have no box truck or nothing. I had a car,
Pulling.
Crown Vic. You feel me? And I was pumping out the car with the storage unit. And what I did was I partnered up with my grandfather-in-law, if that makes any sense. He had a truck and at least one trailer. So once I won a unit, I would hit him.
Mhm.
Hey, I got this unit, I need your help. Sometimes he was free, sometimes he wouldn't. If he wasn't free, then what I ended up doing was cleaning out the unit the next day or 2 days later. Because usually at any facility, even back in the day when they did more in-person storage auctions, they usually would give you at least 48 hours.
Mm.
So if he was busy, tied up, I try to grab what I could, grab a book bag, maybe some weights, whatever, pull the trunk up, the back seat, and then I'm finna go to the crib. And when he ready, that's when we're gonna go back together and knock it out, get it done.
Yeah. You pretty much weren't making no excuses. You know what I'm saying? You could have been like, let me wait till I get the truck and the trailer, then I start, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm finna clean this thing out. I'll be back. Don't sell my stuff while I'm on. I'm trying to sneak in there.
Yeah, exactly. Let me go ahead and put that lock on it. And one of the corners, but to me now, when I go back and look at it, it was just showing my experience in the game was when you walk around with the locks on your hook of your belt. So, oh man, the janitor, you put keys on your belt, right? In the little belt ring. When I
Mhm.
came in there to buy units, you hear me? So I had a lock open around my belt loop. And you be walking around the storage room like, I'm finna snag me some. You
Right.
feel? I'm gonna put a lock on it. Watch your hands, bro. This is my unit now.
Quick draw
So,
McGraw at there. Okay, okay.
yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. So over your years of flipping storages, what's the craziest thing you see in the storage unit?
Oh man, the craziest. It's always something interesting, right? And usually the craziest stuff I usually see is like the drugs
Mhm.
or the porno stuff.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The sex toys, stuff like that. So that always give me a little laugh, giggle, and I trust my instinct sometimes is what to look at to go, okay, let me dig in this box now. Because I don't just grab everything and throw it on the truck and haul tail. I always kind of look strategic and be like, okay, this for some reason I want to go through this box. Or I
Mhm.
need to go through this bag. Some of this other stuff can wait till later till I get back to my storage unit or whatever and process it. But when I see certain stuff, I'm like, no, I'm gonna throw that in the trash right now. That ain't gonna even that's not going with me.
Ain't taking them bad evil spirits with me, boy.
Yeah, for sure.
So how quick you say most of the auctions are online now. So I'm guessing, how do you assess the storage unit online?
Online, they will give you several pictures, 3 to 8 pictures minimum. Usually you just take your experience and you can tell by the pictures, what's going on. Is this a residential unit? Is this a commercial unit? Is it a person who cared about their stuff? Or is it a person that didn't care? Or is it a person that you could tell they had money, like the stuff is valuable, but they really didn't take care of it like they should have. That makes sense, right? You're looking at all those clues. Um, and then I decide, you know what, I like this. I like that unit. Then I go to the description. Now, each website is going to have an area where it's going to say miscellaneous goods, boxes, appliances. You want to read all that information because there may be some clues there. And still to this day, I find clues in the description that I don't see in the title, which is very important.
So definitely you got to be aware of your surroundings. You got to know what's going on. You pretty much got to have that eye. Has it been times where you thought you saw something and then you get there, it ain't there, or
I think one of the big rookie mistakes, if somebody jumped in the game right now, never seen Storage Wars or nothing like that, you see a PlayStation 5 box, you assume that it's a PlayStation 5 on the inside. Or back in the day when they had the hoverboards, oh man, you think you got 3 hoverboards. It's clothes in there, it's dishes in there. So you can throw that out the window. Stop. That's all. So you got to look at the meat and the potatoes. The meat and potatoes is a table and chairs. You can't fake the table and chairs. You see a couch, what you do is you look for the legs of the couch. You're looking for the corners of the couch. You're looking for like creases to see if it's ripped. Look for the pillows. If you see all 3 pillows, then you know you got a complete set. Because sometimes you'll see a couch, but you don't see no pillows. Don't assume that the pillow's in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Just be happy if the pillow's in there when you buy it. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of like the biggest misconceptions about storage unit flipping and the risk involved in it?
That it's all about finding cool treasures, right? Some people might think that, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna find, you know, this diamond ring or whatever the case may be. But the people who last in this industry have to understand that you got to be able to turn trash into cash. You got to be able to find, like those books that's behind you, right? Now that you have them, that's considered a used book, right? It's not new anymore, really. So I probably have 200 books inside of my eBay store. And now I'm gonna turn that into cash. Now, will somebody buy that book today, this week, next month, next year? Who knows? But eventually it'll turn over, and you need to look through the book. You need to skim through it. People put money in there. It'd be some pictures in there. You just never know, right? So I skim through the book. And the craziest thing that over the years, I would have great books in my basement, in my garage, never knew it. The 4 Agreements, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. They all in these book collections. Bibles stacked to the ceiling. I had to start giving them away because I was having so many books. And I didn't even have no idea. Think and Grow Rich right here at my fingertips. But at the time, I wasn't a reader when I first started buying storage units. So now I see how valuable books are, right? So now it's even harder for me to get rid of them, even if they're a little damaged.
Yeah,
I'm still going to put them on the website or just bless some people with them.
You weren't looking for that, so it didn't really catch your attention. But now that you read, and that's something I wanted to ask you too about reading. Me and you are part of a group, and the morning meetup, and we have a book club in there as well, and we do a lot of reading. We read a lot of different books, and I just wanted to know like how important is reading when it comes to in any industry that you're doing or any kind of hustle you're doing. How important is it to read?
Hey you guys, it's your lady Tramika, and I know that you are enjoying the episode right now. But however, if you are not a part of the community, How You're Learning High Life Book Club, make sure that you go and join the community. It's a community where we get together every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock noon, and we read, y'all. We read books that's gonna take us to the next level in our journey. So join the community. Facebook, it's a private group, all right? How You Learning High Life Book Club. And I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Back to the episode.
I think that you are your main hero, right? That even on an airplane, they tell you you need to save yourself first before you save somebody else. And that's how I start saving myself. Because in the past, I had the mindset that Black people don't go see shrinks or psychiatrists or therapists. So the reading allowed me to be more like open-minded, more vulnerable, to be able to say, you know what, maybe I need to speak up of what's going on in my mind instead of holding it in, right? How can I become a better person who can manage more money? Because if I still got this old mindset, I'm gonna stay in the same race. I'm gonna still be in the same predicament I was in 5, 10 years ago. So reading to me is so vital, like, you know, breathing and eating is necessary because I have to grow. If I don't grow, that means that I'm dying, and I'm nowhere near ready to start dying.
Yeah, yeah, and you don't look a day over 30 off real. So I'll just say it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate that, man. I get that a lot, and I'm thankful for that, right? And one of my tips to stay young is use the word no a lot more. Yeah, that's one of my favorite words now is no. So that would keep me looking young.
How so? How so?
Okay, a perfect example is every time you say yes to somebody else, you saying no to yourself. Every time you say yes to somebody else. All right, that means you putting all your goals, your dreams, whatever you're trying to do, the stuff on your to-do list, you're saying no. And now what happens is now you're in a period of procrastination, right? So even if you're saying yes to other people, it's probably a chance that you like them or love them. And that's cool. But I want to know, how much do you love yourself?
Mm. That's a
And
whole.
if you don't, you need to figure that out. Don't stay there. It's okay if you there. Just don't stay there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. And if you truly really want to love like other people on a deeper level, start really loving yourself even more. Cause then you have what they call, you can you don't want to pour from an empty cup. So
Mm.
you drain, right? So for example, I got 3 kids, right? I have my wife and I have my mother. My mother haven't been married in over 20 years. So I'm surrounded by women that need me, that rely on me to show up. But what happens is, if I don't take time for myself and love on myself, it end up feeling like they just taking. And then where I'm at, I'm gone. I ain't here no more. So I had to take time for myself. And sometimes, you know what that means? I had to, in my mind, because I still relate to some things in the past. I had to say in my mind, man, y'all chill, bro. Watch out. Watch out with that. Go ahead
That
on.
was the nice version. I feel like that was the nice version.
That was a nice version. So I'm gonna give you another little quick clue, not clue, but Jim, this is what I do. I'm not recommending, for anybody who watching this podcast to do this. When people call me with an emergency, I treat it like a triage. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening. Okay. Are you venting? Are you asking me a question? Is there a real problem? Is there a threat? Because I'm not Superman. What I do not do is just jump and grab my cape and just start saving people, even if I love you. So if you say, oh, you know what, man, I need to borrow $600, guess what I'm gonna hit them with? Okay, let me check. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see if I can figure that out for you. But what I'm not gonna do is say, oh yeah, it's on the way. Oh, look up for the cat. No, we're not doing none of that. Now let me hold up. Get back with me, and I'm gonna see if I can put some stuff together. Oh, that's cap.
Hey,
Don't come to me thinking I'm Superman. I'm not Superman, bro.
I'm gonna set my cape in the cleaners right now. When I get my cape out of the cleaners,
We ain't doing that no more, bro. I'm 44 years old. I'm not gonna go around saving folks, bro. I save myself.
I love that, man. I love that because I think as fathers and husbands, you always want to be the one that it feels good to be able to help someone in need. But like you say, when I say yes to you, I say no to myself. And I can't. You definitely can't pour from no empty glass. You can pour, but there ain't gonna be nothing else. We both gonna be in here thirsty. You know what I mean? So I definitely take that one. If nobody heard that message, I heard that message because no is definitely a complete sentence.
Yeah. Silence behind it.
Say no and then
Walk off. Yeah. Go back to
yeah,
listening.
yeah, yeah,
Once you say no,
yeah, yeah.
you
For
just
sure.
listen. It's kind of like I forgot what book it is. Never Splitting the Difference. And I'm
Mm,
already used to negotiating, right? So I understand that even when I'm trying to sell you this microphone right here, and I say, you know what, man, this is the best microphone on the market, and you won't believe the price on it, man. We only have it for $99. I can be able to box this up for you and get you out of here right away. And then I ask for your answer, right? And you say whatever your rebuttal is.
mm,
And then I come back and
mm.
if I hit you with a no or you say a no, it's like whoever says something first really win
Mm-hmm.
or lose, should I
You
say?
lose, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right, right. So I'm always just paying attention, man. I love to talk, but I'm a way better listener.
We got 2 ears and one mouth for a reason.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, that's one of my favorite books. Never Split the Difference, for sure, for sure. So back to the story flipper. First off, I love the know. I think that's gonna be a whole segment by itself. Is the power of the know.
Power to know, man. That's a whole ebook by itself, or a course, or what they call it, Instagram live.
Okay, so a
Both.
webinar, something for
Yeah.
sure. So, what's the most successful stories you experienced? Give me one good one that you thought you were like, man, this is it right here.
Okay. Well, the biggest one that I talked about in my book was when I found the antique unit,
Mhm.
right? And oh man, it was a great day, right? And I was moving up with my competition. Because back in the day, I used to call them big dogs. So the people come in there and they got the nice truck, trailer, they probably got employees. You know they did not come here to play. They
Right
ain't come
here.
here to be looking around. They came here to buy these units. They want the biggest and best and the most expensive unit. And I was there that day, and I have about 2 years in the game. I looked to the left, I looked to the right. I said, "Oh, I'm the big dog that day. Yeah, this was me right here that day." And I saw the unit. The antique unit was probably a 10 by 20. And to give you an idea of how big a 10 by 20 is, you can easily put 2 mid-sized cars on the inside of it, as far as length. And I was analyzing it, because this was years ago, so you physically there, you can smell it, smell the unit, you understand me? I'm looking around, and I did not see no trash. Nothing that you can easily say, "Oh, okay, I know that's garbage over there, that's crap over there." I got everything looked sellable. I said, "Oh, this thing deep, it's big, everything sellable. I'm finna eat." I grabbed the unit for about $400.
What was the starting bid on it?
No, usually, especially back then, you start out $10, $50, sometimes $100. But usually you can, and I done bought plenty of units back in the day, and even now you can buy units $10, $20. But back then I was buying them $5, $10, because they let you start the bid most of the time. The auctioneer say, "Hey, who want to start me off?" I say $5, $10, $20, and if don't nobody else outbid me, going once, going twice. So that day I won, and that was my biggest and best unit. And when I say I made over $10,000 on that unit, and I ain't know nothing about antiques, so I sold a lot of that stuff dirt cheap. Some of the stuff I ate off of, I got some good value off of it, but some of that stuff I ain't know what it was. I ain't gonna say I didn't research it, but it was just so much. It would have been overwhelming to sit there and try to research every little thing. So if somebody said, "Oh yeah, I see that, I want that, I'll give you $50 for it." Come on with the money. Come on, hurry up, right? So I was just left for
Hurry up and buy.
cash me out real quick. But I ended up opening up a store, right? And had it for about a year, just selling antiques. Because that's how much I had. And it was actually an antique store that closed down, right? And I talk about that in my book, is just finding units now that's really a commercial business that went out of business. And this happening all the time. Businesses go out of business, right? And they put their stuff in storage unit, just like with residential. When you move from an apartment to a house or from another city, you put yourself in a storage unit. And for whatever reason, some people don't pay their bill, forget, whatever the case may be, and it goes up for auction.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like a little lit right there, boy. I know you was in there like, had the Birdman hand.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do number win. It was like 10 over here, 50, 100, $200, 30, 50, 20. That's how it was coming in.
So looking back, what would you have done different with that unit?
Oh man, the main thing I would have done with that unit was...
Whoa. What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy, Mr. Highlife Films. I know you're enjoying this episode, but I just wanted to pause for the calls real quick and let you know that this episode is brought to you by Highlife Films and Photography, the #1 real estate photography company here in Jacksonville, Florida, where we specialize in listing photos, investment photos, 3D virtual tours, aerial photos, and everything real estate content creation related. So if you're a realtor, you're a broker, you're a course creator, or you just need some more content to get you some more clients, hey, this is the place to be. You can check out some of our work at www.ComeJoinTheHighLife.com. Come join the High Life. Now back to this episode.
The main thing I would have done with that unit was put it in a different storage unit, took all of the big pieces out, took great pictures, put them on all major platforms immediately. And then the smaller stuff, I probably would have packed it up and put it in like my garage or something else that I could afford to take time to slow walk it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
Like do it all over again. But what I did was I put it inside of an antique store, and I'm paying rent. So every time I was selling stuff, I ended up kind of paying rent. So I was losing a lot of my profit. But yeah, the key is as soon as you get whatever kind of item you got, like this hat I got right here, right? You want to take great pictures, 10 to 12 pictures. Now eBay lets you go up to 24 pictures. The more pictures you put on the platform, the safer a customer feel that they're getting an authentic item. When I say authentic, as in not fake or knockoff, but you get a chance to show them all the imperfection and flaws. and you don't want to misguide anybody. You're not trying to trick nobody. So if it has a scratch on it, or nick, or dye, or piece of hair, whatever it is, show it to them folks and let them know. Put it in the description, and then let them decide if they want to buy it or not.
So you say you sell it on eBay. What are some other platforms you might look to sell it on?
Oh man, another quick gem. I'm gonna call it like a little 6-shooter, right? A little pocket rocket. You feel me? That Facebook Marketplace. You can get some money on Facebook Marketplace. And what I like about Facebook Marketplace, especially over the last 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be, it's quicker than eBay.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, you could have listed some on Facebook Marketplace. By the time the podcast was over, somebody would have dinged and hit your phone.
That's
The
a
trap
fact.
bunking already. You like, wow, they just put it up there. They try to see where you at. You
Hey,
know?
when I tell you that's a fact because
That's
I definitely done sold some stuff. I think I sold a house on Facebook Marketplace before. Wholesaling.
yeah.
So I definitely agree with you on that one, boy, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about the wholesale. We're gonna get back on that conversation. Now, for the people who are watching this podcast, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, Craigslist was a thing, right? It got some bad publicity. After a while, we had other apps like the 5 Mile app, Offers Up, and then Offers Up end up in Atlanta anyway, becoming the new Craigslist,
Mm.
right? It got some bad publicity. So a lot of people got away from Offers Up. And then most of that traffic went to Facebook Marketplace, which made that platform so successful was that you got a chance to see more information from the buyer and the seller. You get a chance to kind of get a feel for who you're dealing with versus Craigslist and Offers Up. So
Yeah.
that's why Facebook Marketplace is so successful. And you can also ship on Facebook Marketplace too. So if
Right.
you got, we'll say like my little water glass right here, you know, you can put your checking account to it and ship it out to a person. Or you can do what you call a local meetup where you meet somebody at the grocery store or your home or whatever you want to do. So I would definitely say don't sleep on Facebook Marketplace. Turn that trash into cash that you have right now in your home from your basement, your garage, your attic. The extra bonus I'm going to give you is go inside your closet because you're sleeping on what's in your closet. Turn that cash into your financial literacy,
Mm.
right? Go buy you some books with that money. Go on your vacation, go sit down for 3 days so you can think and figure out how you can make some more money. So that just, you know, a free little gem, what you can do with those apps.
Yeah, yeah. I actually once again I sold a house on Craigslist too. But it was a foreigner. It was like Craigslist Pakistan or Craigslist Iran or something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I wholesaled a house here in Jacksonville to someone in Iran. So they had their people over here. But I definitely agree with you about the Facebook because it's like on Facebook you can go do your little research on the person, you know what I mean, or what you got going on. You can even if their page is in private, you can see, you know, they're a real person. You know, they can't hide if they come with that bull, you know what I mean? But their
Yeah.
Craigslist is like you shaking them dice, boy, like woo. Good luck.
Yes, yes. And be mindful for the folks who really listening to what I'm saying and you considering reselling things, right? Is that what you're selling attracts certain people,
Mm.
right? So for example, iPhones, Jordans, ribs, it can attract kind of low vibrational people, possibly. You got to be mindful of it. It may attract, you know what I'm saying, your baby mama. I don't know who might come, right? All right. So on the opposite side, what I started doing was I started selling wrought iron furniture, right? I've been selling wrought iron furniture, outside patio furniture for 4 or 5 years. Make a long story short, I used to love going to outside dining. My wifey put me on the game, having lunch outside. And I said, you know what? I want some of this stuff for my house, for my deck. And I end up going to one of my Mexican restaurants, right? And I said, hey, you know what? I want to buy a whole bunch of this stuff y'all got. And make a long story short, I bought some, I resold it, and I started then looking for other places to find outside furniture.
Mm.
And what happens, what I learned about wrought iron furniture, cast iron furniture, it attract a customer that's 50 and up.
Mm.
50 and up, people got sense. They ain't with the BS. They got plenty of money and they like to be on time.
Easy transaction.
Easy transaction. So you know what you're selling and know what kind of customers you attract by selling certain items. So just be mindful of whatever you're selling, that you get start to attract some of the bad traffic. That may, yeah.
Gym, definitely a gym right there. So tell me about your book, man. I know you got a book out. Tell us a little bit about your book.
Okay, we got Unlocking the Secrets to Storage Flipping. You know, it's my forgotten treasures, right? And I wrote this book. One of the reasons was for my kids, right? And one day the Lord gonna take me home. I ain't gonna be here forever. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, though. You understand me?
We all gonna get out of here alive, for sure, for sure.
And this book still gonna be here, you know, or just what I've written. And sometimes I thought about when you go to a bank or you go to a certain landmark and you'll see these like old white people on the wall. You be like, who are they? What they did, what they accomplished. And I wanted to make sure I left something that was gonna live forever. That was like one of my biggest whys of why I written this book. Another one is I noticed that by doing my personal development, knowing what I was great at, what I was bad at, you know, my pros and cons, I knew that I wasn't the best at giving. I didn't give a lot. Did I give sometime? I'm going to the Chevron, somebody, hey man, let me get $1, bro. Yeah, I didn't bless them for it. But I started really analyzing, I'm tight with money. Even when I was going to church, I'm like, oh, put it in the cup. Yeah,
I would need
because I'm
change.
out here working hard.
Change.
You feel me? Like I'm a real hustler, you understand? I'm really getting out the money. I really have, you know, made it happen. I had a W-2 in 20 years. So it wasn't easy for me to just be like, oh yeah, here go $10, here go $50 and just start looking out for folks. Because I've been telling you like this, and I know a certain stuff you don't know about me, right? I had a child who passed away, right? All right. This was 21 years ago. All right. I also was a single dad. I was out here taking 2 girls to the school every day. Sometimes my niece. So sometimes they thought my niece was my daughter. My niece stayed with me 3 times under my household, so she's like a child of me. You understand me? So if I can get out here, a single dad, and make it happen, learn how to cook, learn how to do hair. I had to do all that, right? But then I see somebody over here, especially a grown man, you got 2 arms and 2 legs, and you begging. It was hard for me to say, yeah, I'm just be looking out. So I'll be tight. I'll be like, nah, bro, I ain't got you, bro. You feel me? Like, if I can go do it, you can go do it. You feel me? And even as a single dad, I've been down there to the food stamp place and had to apply for food stamps, surrounded by a whole bunch of women. I had to go to church and go get the food pantry several times to make sure I got by. You know what I'm saying? So over the course of years, I said, you know what? I want to give more. I got to do more because I got to start blessing people. I'm glad to still be here, alive, free, never been sit down the road for a long time. And it's just time to give back. And I've been working on it. You know what I'm saying? So like even now, what I do is I go into barbershops and I give away miscellaneous things. So for example, when I go to storage units, I'm gonna get screwdrivers, hammers, stuff like every time. I mean, how many hammers do I need? I can't sell the hammer for that much. So I just give them away. Pocket knives, lighters. Oh, bro, I see you smoke, bro. Take all these bigs. I don't need these lighters. I ain't finna do nothing with these lighters. I just give that stuff away, man, for sure, for sure.
For sure, man. That's beautiful, man. And I've known you for a minute. I didn't know that you had lost a child, so I definitely condolences to you for that because I went through the same thing. You feel me? I lost my daughter. It's been about 8 years now. Her actually a couple days ago was her day that she passed away, and it still lingers. You know what I mean? As being a father, we do our best, man. We feel like we superheroes and we got the cape, man, and we can just fix every problem. But you know, like you said, we all ain't gonna make it out here alive. Not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, and you know that sometimes you know our kids, their lives get cut short, and that's why I'm super intentional about my time and about, you know, who I spend my time with, because it was days when I was out there hustling and my daughter didn't get that time from me. But I was doing it for her, but I was literally out in the streets. And like you say, if I see somebody and they're like, man, let me get Now maybe I'm probably not as tight as I used to be, but when I was in the street, bro, I was real tight too. Cause I was like, I'm just like you. If I can get out here and do it, I don't know what to tell you. Good luck. You know what I mean?
Man, a perfect example is like my book. It's like it makes it easier for me to talk to someone and tell them they can do it too.
Mhm.
Because yeah, I've been there where you talking about the limited beliefs, right? You thinking like, no, ain't no way I'm gonna be an author. Me personally, I didn't go to college, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Um, I wasn't around a group of people who were talking about books. I'm talking about writing a book. I'm talking about I'm being around people that haven't read a book since high school, right? So I'm just glad that I've moved so far in my life to be able to empower other people.
That's beautiful, bro. Man, I feel like I could talk to you forever, man, because we kind of like on this have the same kind of story, but it just yeah, man, goodness. So another question I have for you, since you've been doing the storage units and flipping and out here, doing this hand to hand, I call it hand to hand combat. How has it how has it impacted your life as far as your personal growth and your business, your family? Like, how has storage units impacted your life?
The storage units, it give you that extra that I want, right? To say, let me go from an apartment to a house,
Hmm.
right? And I definitely remember moving from apartment to apartment to apartment, trying to figure it out. Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, I'm paying the bills on time, but it wasn't enough to put no down payment on no house. And with the storage unit game, that's what allowed me to have that extra income. So even though when you're not flipping storage units, you need to figure out how you're gonna get some extra income. You can't stay where you at. You know what I'm saying? Things you got to change if you want things to change. You
Hmm.
understand me?
Hey you guys, it's your lady Tramika, and I know that you are enjoying the episode. But however, why don't you have life insurance? You've been thinking about getting life insurance for how long? You've been putting it off for how long? No worries, I'm gonna get you right. Click on the link below and I am gonna run you and your family a free quote so that you can protect your family, you can protect your assets, you can protect your business and what is of value to you. All right, no GoFundMe needed. I am protected. Click on the link below to get your free quote. Back to the episode.
So with my book, I mean, it's on Amazon for $24.95, and you'll probably receive it in less than a week, right? What'll happen is, even if you don't have that much cash, you can use your credit card with certain websites and buy items. I promise you, you're gonna sell some of that stuff within 30 days. I promise you, bro. As long as you get you some that's decent, got some little bit of furniture in it, even bags or clothes. I
Hmm.
sell used clothes now in my eBay store.
Hmm.
All that turn into
You
cash. And
close?
what you can do is, if you want to, put it in another vehicle, like stocks, these kind of things once you receive the money. But my point being is, this is a formula I got for somebody who's listening right now, who struggled like I did before. The person who can relate that, I said this on Instagram the other day, even if you still eating Roman noodles, which they good, you put a little hot sauce on the 39-cent, 29-cent pack, right? You put water in the ketchup, you know what I'm saying? You shake it up because you can't go buy some more ketchup. When you get paid on Friday, take 20% of your check, buy you one storage unit, right? Soon as you get that storage unit, them first 2 or 3 days, hustle hard, get the stuff, get a lot of that stuff sold, and then use that money to buy you either another storage unit or you put it back with your paycheck so you can pay your regular bills. But now you have inventory that you can sell every week, every month, and make you some extra money.
Hmm.
Now, what's going to happen is it's going to lower your stress level because now you got that extra $50, $100 that you get a chance to give you some breathing room. And as men, as fathers, as husbands, we need that breathing room, right? It spills over into so many relationships for us kids, wives, baby mamas, whatever, when you're not making enough money. Get that extra income on a weekly, monthly basis, and it's going to work wonders for you. Now, 3 months from now, what I want you to do is go do something fun, kick it. Like I said, go somewhere nice like Let's see. We in Atlanta. Go to Atlanta Station. Go for a little walk, shop. You know what I'm talking about? A couple of months later, take you a little quick vacation. The Savannah, 2-3 days, relax, wiggle your toes, pretend you made it. You feel me? Start dreaming like a kid again. Then we
Mm.
just go back and we're gonna repeat, you know what I'm saying? Do the same thing, keep your job, but just go buy you another storage unit, keep you some inventory that you can sell, and it's just gonna work you wonders.
Mm. Gym after gym after gym. I don't even know if I want to ask you this question right now because you done just hit us with so many of them. I was gonna say, can you give us like three resources or something that somebody just getting in the game that could use to help them with their storage unit flipping? Like how where's the auction? Where do we go to even look for an auction?
Okay, all right. This is a good question, man. That's why I'm on your podcast, The Professional, right? I'm gonna give you three. The first one is use the stuff you already have in your house. Put that on these websites. Get used to selling stuff on eBay, Facebook Park, Facebook Marketplace. And when you buy stuff from this storage unit, you need to be already comfortable with how this transition works. How you gonna package it up, where the closest post office, how you gonna have it shipped, or whatever the case may be. Where your meetup spot? You want them to meet you at the police place? You gonna have them meet you at the Little Caesar around the corner, or whatever. All right. The second one is don't let your vehicle slow you from getting started, slow you down from getting started. So if you're riding around in the Bubba Caprice, cool, trap out the Bubba Caprice. You understand me? And what you can do is if you buy a unit that's too big for your car, I understand. You can rent a truck with your credit card. You can get you a what they call a regular standard truck or a van. You don't have to go get the box truck if you don't need to. And I've did it plenty of times, right? You get that truck, put the stuff on the back of the truck, and I call it trap out the truck. Yard sale on wheels. Get
Mm.
you 2-3 barber shops with the stuff that's on the back of the truck. You even really have to take the stuff inside the place. Just park the truck right up front. Disrespectful. All on the curb with it. Bro, it's time to eat. If you ain't hungry, then you ain't hungry. I understand. You fool, bro. I get it. But if you hungry, pull up disrespectful, bro. Hey, I got there for the $5, $10, $20, $50. Why is that? All right. The third one is what I want to give you. I'm gonna give you a website, storageoptions.com. Now that's love right there. Storageoptions.com. You can get you on the website today for free.
Mm.
Today,
Yeah.
take action.
Wow, wow. That man, when I tell you, I'm in here while you talking, I'm in here like, okay, what I got in here, what I can get.
Nah,
That-
man, I appreciate you, High Life, for pulling me on to the podcast. I done been on several podcasts already, and all I'm doing is getting better.
Hey,
So I'm ready for the smoke, bro.
yeah, you just getting started, bro. You just getting started.
Let me tell you something that happened to me a couple weeks ago. I do self-defense with my daughter once a week. So we got gloves, punching bags, stuff like that. She only 10 years old. So the other day I said, you know what? We ain't doing no gloves. We ain't doing no missing nothing. I just want to see where your instinct at. When somebody run up on you and I push you real hard, I want to check your core. See, can you hold your ground like a tree? So I kind of pull up, push her a little bit. She was cool. So I said, okay, put your deuce up. Go ahead and hit me. She popped me in the lip. Man, when I say that, felt so good. That means the work I've been putting in, playing out.
Hmm.
That's what I want.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want you to be ready. Stay ready. Yeah.
Okay. Get ready, so you ain't gotta get ready.
You got to get ready,
I think I'm
bro.
gonna go box with my daughter as soon as she get up. I'm gonna go. I'm
Hey, let me
if
tell
some
you.
y'all, if my listeners ain't catching no gems, I'm sure over here catching some gems, taking some notes for sure, for sure. So
Yeah, man.
I truly appreciate you, man, coming on here. It's like way overdue. We should have been did this. I don't know. I'll take the blame. I'll say my procrastination definitely was kicking in. But I'm so happy that you came, bro. And the how I just want to know how can people get in contact with you, how can they get your book, how can if they want to tap in with you for your coaching for your community, how can they get in contact with you?
All right. So what you can do is I have a Facebook group, right? Teach people how to do it for free. I got about 800 members on there on Facebook group. It's and what they can do is message me on Instagram. That's one of my main platforms I'm on. Shoe Solution 6. Real easy. At Shoe Solution 6, the number 6. And just send me a message, and I'll send you the link to get you inside the group. I also have my YouTube. That's Major Hustles 7150. You'll find me on there giving away some free game. I'm on a couple other platforms like Facebook, but I don't use some of my other ones like TikTok, Fanbase. They up, but I don't utilize them. But you can go follow me on there for sure. You can send me an email too at author.dmathis@gmail.com.
But I ain't gonna let that go in my head. I heard it. I heard you, but author Dee
You
Mathis.
feel me? Put some respect on that.
Let's go. Let's go. So before we get out of here, I got one last question for you. I think I know the answer, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with it. So HighLife stands for hustler, innovator, gifted, and honorable. And it's for those who high on love, high on impact, high on faith, and high on energy. Which one of those resonates with you the most and why?
You know what? This one's easy. You know what I'm talking about? It gotta be the H. It gotta be hustler. And because it's really hard to out hustle me. Really, because I can almost do it in my sleep. When I wake up, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get at it. I'm looking at Facebook Marketplace. I'm looking at eBay. Oh, how many people bought some stuff in the middle of the night while I was asleep? Right? And the craziest thing is that still to this day, I can get right back into my zone and make it fun. I go to a barbershop and I shoot the boo-boo and I sit here and tell you all these reasons why you want to buy some, and I just have fun, man. I just love joking and you know, making the people laugh and making them feel comfortable, letting their guard down so they can open their wallet and share with the king, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure. Hustler. Yeah, I ain't had a W-2 in 20 years. A lot of people can't say that.
Yeah.
You understand me? So I've been getting it, making it happen. I put 2 kids through school already. They're already up out of here, you understand me? Through me hustling. So I got it done. And I'm still a baby. So I'm just getting started. That was just a practice run. I'm really gonna start getting busy.
Yes, sir. Well, man, hey, it's been great talking to you, bro. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you for coming on here. I learned something. I'm thinking, I'm talking about my stuff. I'm over here like, I'm definitely gonna be hitting you up for some tips and some, you know, I'm definitely gonna tap in and get that book. I definitely highly recommend Unlocking the Secrets, the Story Flipping, Forgotten Treasures. My boy author Dee Mathis. Don't get it twisted. Put some respect on my boy's name. So I appreciate you, bro, and I look forward to having you back on here. And if you have a podcast, I definitely would come on that thing and have a discussion with you. I feel like we got a lot we could talk about. When you said something about your daughter, I feel like it resonated with me a lot, and I would definitely want to have a discussion where we get into that as well. So appreciate you, bro. And with that being said, this has been another episode of the Come Join the HighLife podcast. I am Mr. HighLife Films. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. And please don't forget to put some respect on your mind. Hey, Come Join the HighLife.